As a parent, nothing is more important than the education of your kids.
You know, it was a very, very big high school, and I was just kind of afraid of the path that she was going to go down.
We've definitely struggled up to this point to find anywhere that really understood what he needed.
When you start seeing problems in the school they're at, and in our case in the public education system, you start looking for alternatives, and that led us to Blyth.
Our overarching principle at the school is to meet the needs of each individual student that comes to us. We do that through our small class sizes, our 4-term structure, through students only taking 2 courses at a time, and a dynamic and engaging faculty that attends to the needs of each student in a way that they couldn't in a larger, more traditional setting.
In a large class, it's easy for kids to get lost in the fray, as it were, especially if they're the kind of kid that's a little more quiet, a little more introverted. It's easy for them to sort of become just a face in the crowd. In a class of 8, a class of 4 even, that can't happen. You know that kid personally, and even if they're quiet, you get a better sense of why they're quiet and what's a better way to sort of bring them out of their shell or engage them in a different way.
The small classes at Blyth really make it an individual place to go.
I think I fit in really well. It's simple to make friends. Because the classes are smaller, it's really easy to get to know your classmates as well as your teacher, which I think is a really awesome quality about Blyth.
Everyone feels a bit more connected, everyone feels a bit more of a family, you can say. And it's just easier, like when you're comfortable, obviously learning is a lot easier, whether it's on the ice, whether you're comfortable with your teammates, you make better plays on the ice. If you're comfortable with your students and your teammates and your teachers, you're gonna learn just that much better.
I couldn't get her to talk to me or communicate with me and tell me what was going on. And once we got to Blyth, she was up, happy and ready to go every day and participating and studying, and you know, she was way more successful.
There's no pushback about getting up and having to go to school, and that's the change for us. It's not a fight to get in the car, and so we're happy because it makes our lives easier at home as well.
I love coming to school. I want to come to school on the weekends. I'm like, oh, I wish it was Monday on Friday.
There's a level of personalized attention at our school that you won't find at any other.
I feel like my teachers actually care about me and whether I succeed or not.
It's so helpful. They always have time for you if you need it.
The teachers are very energetic.
Motivating, you know, very creative. Like Alex, he's not a guy who reads novels, but he loved his English teacher.
Couldn't believe it when my daughter actually started going through the program at Blyth, how much those teachers cared and how much they put in the extra effort it took to take her to that next level. Not only taking her to the university of her choice, but giving her skills that will last her a lifetime.
When they do art, they go down the art gallery. They have a classroom at the art gallery, and they go down there once a week and they study art at the art gallery. And they talk to the experts, and they go out and they look at the exhibits, and they get really involved. I mean, no other school is doing that.
So Peyton is on the ice 3, 4, 5 times a week playing AAA hockey, and it's a demanding sport, demanding schedule, and there's some pressure to perform and practice and learn skills. And Blyth allows us to play hockey, to travel, to go to games, and still get a great education.
My daughter is involved in competitive equestrian events, and she needs to do physical training. And one of her biggest concerns going to Blyth was, would she have access to any sort of facilities? And what we found out was Blyth had actually partnered with 2 fantastic facilities within walking distance of the campus, which actually gave her better physical training than if we'd stayed at her old high school.
At this campus, 100% of our students have gone on to the university or college of their choice. So we've had tremendous success with the students that have come to us in achieving the goals that they articulate for us when they arrive.
This year at Blyth has just totally opened my eyes. Like, I went to the university fair, I looked at so many different options, and I realized that there are more than just like 1 or 2 doors. Like, there are millions and millions. I could open every one of them.
When I phone, they know who I am, they know who my kids are, they know the courses they're taking, the teachers they have, and they might know any of the issues that my children are having, and they're always willing to help me.
when we've done our job right, it's when a kid ends up leaving inspired, where they go, okay, maybe I know what my goal is now and I didn't know what my goal was before. Or at least now I know how to set goals. Or at least now I know how to manage myself in a way that I didn't before I got here.
So I think people will be surprised at the quality of the education that they could get for their children at less than I ever paid for daycare.
Blyth was the right decision for Peyton. It was the right decision for our family. It's taken a whole lot of stress off our family nights so that we don't fight for 2 hours over homework. The homework is done at school. The teachers follow up and make sure that Peyton's on track. And I can tell you for sure that it was the right decision for the Shaley family.
Blyth has really opened my eyes. I feel like it's given me like a really big opportunity to excel.
Definitely one of the best decisions in my education that I've ever made.
Obviously at this point, I'm 17 years old. I don't know where life is going to take me even 5 years down from now. But knowing that I can have a great education in Blyth and play on a top team like the Barrie Colts, it puts me in a good position.
The decision to send the kids to Blyth was one of the best decisions that we've ever made.